We have been conditioned to do things a little bit the other way around. So usually people say, okay, first I need to have money before I'll do it. Yeah, so first I need money to go on holiday before I can go on holiday. Or first I need money to buy a house before I can buy a house. And that is doing things completely the wrong way around. Now, why? Well, because there will be always something for which you don't have enough money. Unless you're a billionaire or fairly rich that you can afford anything, then you will always have not enough money for something that you want, you know. And also, even if you're a super rich billionaire, still the same applies to you, but not regarding to the money, but some other things, you know. Like people say, oh, first before I get married I will build a business, or before I find a girlfriend I will, you know, build my business up, you know. And that's a wrong approach, because what if it takes you 20 years, you know, when you're already 40 or 50? It's a little bit late to look for a girlfriend. I mean, it's not late, but you have wasted a lot of life without doing that thing, you know. And hardly ever things actually go as we plan, you know. So people always think, okay, I'm gonna wait for all the stars to line up before I apply for a new job, or before I go on that trip, or before I do this or that. That's a totally wrong approach, you know. Bob Proctor tells this interesting story when there was this one couple, and they say, oh, we would like to buy a house, but we don't have money for it. And he says, what do you need money for? And obviously they were like, what are you talking about? He says, have you actually decided that you want to buy a house? No, so you don't need any money, do you? And obviously they were perplexed. So he explained to them, look, before you decide anything, you don't need anything. You only need money for the house when you decide that you want to buy it. And it's the same thing with holidays. If you want to go on holiday, you first need to really decide that you want to buy it, yeah? And then find the money. So how does it work? How do we find money when we don't have it, you know, when we don't see where it could come from, you know? Here is the where the magic happens. Things will happen to you easily. You will find a way if you are really determined to do something. So if you really, really want something, you will find a way of achieving this. And I'm sure you, in your life, you have done it many times. You wanted something, you went out there and you made it happen, one way or another. Maybe not the way you planned, maybe it didn't come out in the end exactly as you wanted, but you made it happen, it happened, and you got what you wanted, right? Think about it. If you need to pause the video, do it now. So again, how does it work? If you want something badly, you will find a way. If you're aiming at something and you don't feel excited, you're not gonna make it happen. So let's say you want to go on holiday, and you know that you can afford to buy holiday for 500 pounds, dollars, or whatever the currency there is, you know, and you know that you can probably afford to buy your holiday for 500, but your dream holiday is for much more, let's say. And you know that if you stretch yourself like really hard, you could probably buy a holiday for 1,000, but you could never buy it for 2,000 or 3,000. Okay, so in this case, you probably can easily aim for holidays for 2,000-3,000, but not for 10,000. For 10,000, that would be too big of a stretch, and you probably couldn't get excited about it for long enough. You couldn't carry that desire, yeah? Because if you want something that's really, really big and totally outside of your scope of imagination and possibilities, you will not believe that you can get it, and your desire will drop. If you can sustain that desire, you can achieve it. It might take you much longer, but you will achieve it. So what's the best thing to do? Focus on something on your radar, something that you actually believe that, yeah, if all the stars lined up and if a few lucky things happened, you could do it. So your dream holidays could happen. You know, it's very difficult, but it could happen. So aim for 2,000 or 3,000 pounds, dollars, whatever the currency is. How do we do it? So first of all, you decide that you really, really want to do it. Because if you don't really, 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 really want to do it, why bother? You know, why bother? And if you really, 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 really want to do it, then decide that you're gonna do it and make it happen. Once you've decided that you wanna do it, you will find a way. So let's say you've decided, I'm gonna go on dream holiday. So what's the first step? Find what exactly is the dream holiday. So where, when, what hotel you want to stay in, or is it a boat holiday, how much it costs, for how long, what are the options, find exactly how much it's gonna cost you, what are all the logistics, how you would travel there, how long it would take you to travel, how long you would spend there on the holidays, what activities would you do, how much spare cash would you need to have. Find exactly what you need and how much it will cost you. If you are not excited about doing that, there's just one one explanation of it. You don't really want it. You think you do, but you don't really, because if people want something, they will find energy, they will be excited about finding it. So again, if you're not excited, you don't really want it. You just deceive yourself, okay? Right, so once you've done it, once you've decided and found out all the details about how much it's gonna cost you, how long, and so on and so on, that's when you start looking for money and you start thinking, okay, maybe I could get an extra job, maybe I could ask this person, maybe I could, I don't know, do this, maybe I could do that. And you start talking to other people about it. You start talking about possibilities, about holidays. You do all sorts of research. You speak with people who have been on similar holidays. You start talking to as many people as possible, and you think about it and you act in that direction all the time until you make it happen. And coming back to that story of Bob Proctor, those people, they didn't have any money for the house, and you know what? They bought the house around a month later, according to Bob Proctor. He called his agent and said, hey, I've got those people here, they want to buy a house, they have no money, when can you come and see them? And things started happening, and they bought the house. Later on, they sold it with a profit, and so on and so on. And you can make it happen, whatever it is. Your dream holidays, easy, but you really need to want the thing. Again, you really need to want the thing, because if you don't really want it, why bother? Fair enough? Okay, guys, remember to talk to me on the community tab on my YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube/users/Kamil's View, and then you click on community tab, or you type community tab in the link at the end, or just community, I think, and let's talk about it there. It's a great place to talk, and not enough conversation is going there, I believe. Okay, take care.